Welcome to the Strengthening Yoga and Pilates class. My name is Roseanne. I'll be your guide today. We'll begin on our backs, then we'll do some sideline work, and we'll come into some strong standing strength yoga near the finish. So lie on your back with your knees bent. Press those arms down into the earth. Feel your palms on your feet. Take an inhale. And exhale. Begin to rock through the pelvis. So let it tuck toward you and release to neutral curves. Let it tuck as you press your feet and neutral curves. Just a few times. Last one. And now tuck the pelvis, peel the spine off the earth. So you lift up into a bridge. Breathe at the top. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale again. Press your arms. Exhale, roll down through the pelvis. Inhale at the bottom and exhale to peel. Pause as you find the strength through the legs. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, roll down. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale to peel. Inhale, stay. When you exhale, draw the ribs toward one another. Inhale again. And exhale to lower. Inhale at the bottom. And exhale to peel. We'll stay this time lifted. Arms can reach overhead. And lower through the spine as the arms circle round, clasp the backs of the thighs. Lengthen those legs to sky. Rebend, give them a nice little hug. Come into an upper ab curl. Return to the earth. Feet plant, arms press down, peel spine off the earth. Arms reach overhead. Lower those or circle those arms as the pelvis lowers right back down. Hug knees into chest. Lengthen legs to sky. Rebend, curl, and then roll up the pelvis, up the spine to seated. Roll toward me and plant that bottom forearm. See if you can lift out of the waist here, top hand to that hip, and open and close the top knee. You could also do this lying down. You clamshells. Pressing out of bottom forearm. Last one. Lengthen those legs out, or even bend the bottom leg, just lengthen the top one. That feels better for you. Lift through the hips, arms reaches overhead. And then lower the hips right back down. Draw those legs in. Hand to hip once more. Lengthen the top leg. Kick it forward and kick it back. I don't have a lot of space here because that plant. Kick it forward and kick it back. Few more. Last one, reach forward and see if you can drop the foot and then lift. Drop and lift. Let's do 3, 2. Last one, lift. Draw that leg back out, full side plank here so that you can turn and come into a forearm plank. Walk those feet in. And find your dolphin. Lower the knees back down. Come on to those hands so you land in a tabletop. That right leg, or what was the working leg, can come back. That opposite arm can reach. And then with a neutral spine, draw knee toward elbow, elbow toward knee, and then lengthen out. Draw in and lengthen out. Last time. Stay lifted, then tap, and then lift higher. Tap and lift. Let's do 3, 2, belly button towards spine. Last one, lift and return. Sit onto your bottom, facing the opposite end of your mat now. Extend through the spine and then roll all the way back down. Those feet will slide in as you press the arms down. Lift up into a bridge and take that right leg up. Extend the leg to the sky and lower the pelvis and lift. Lower and lift. Let's do 3, 2. It's a lot of work here. Last one, lift and then rebend that right knee, roll down through the spine and then roll toward me. Should be on the opposite side. Come on to that bottom forearm. If you'd like, could also be lowered all the way. Top hand comes to hip, press out of bottom hand or bottom forearm and open and close top knee. You can keep those hips nice and steady, nice and stacked. 2 more. Last one. And slide that either top or both legs long. So it could be here. Okay. Could be here into the side plank. Lower right back down. Top leg long. Lift it to hip height and kick it forward and back. Kick it forward and back. Three more. 2. Last one, leg comes forward. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. Follow it under that bottom armpit. Oh, it's hard. This is a posture or exercise that I really don't enjoy very much. Let's do 3, 2. Last one. Lengthen that leg out. Find your side plank and turn this into a forearm plank and lower those knees. Press up onto hands. That left leg, or what was the working leg, comes back. That right arm can extend and draw elbow toward knee, knee toward elbow, and return long. And here we're not flexing the spine. Few more. Last one. Draw in, extend, and then tap and lift. Tap and lift. Try to have that right thigh, so that thigh of the supporting leg squeezing in. So it doesn't bow out to the right side. One more. Very good. From here, come onto your bottom. One nice reach through the spine, and then roll all the way down. And roll up into a bridge. And this time, that left leg will come into the sky. Flex or point the ankle, you decide. Lower the hips as a unit and push away. Lower and lift. Only a few of these. We've got 3, 2. Last one. Lift. Lower down. Both these can hug in toward the chest. And then rock and roll up the spine, cross those legs, and come to the new front edge of your mat. Hips up and back, downward facing dog. And that right leg will come high into the sky. Draw it through between the hands. Runner's lunge here as we lift up through the body. Lengthen lead leg and rebend. Lengthen and rebend unless you'd like to stay in stillness. Two more. Last one, lengthen, bend, blade back foot, find your warrior 2. And lengthen that lead leg as the arms reach. And rebend, just to find a little more depth. We'll stay here now. And then pivot on the back toes as that left arm comes forward, back into the runner's lunge. Might need to walk that back foot in a little bit to lift up through the torso, and then rotate toward the right, boomerang. That right back arm will seat forward. Left hand will slide along the right arm as you open again into warrior 2. Lengthen that leg. See if you can find a little more depth. And turn this into a side angle. That right forearm to that same thigh. And lengthen the lead leg triangle. Rebend that lead leg back to the side angle. And pivot on the back toes to find another runner's lunge. That right arm can reach back and the left arm forward. Then left hand comes down, rotate toward that right lead leg. And hand comes down, step back into a plank. We'll stay in the plank for a moment, engage through the quads, through the front of the legs, and then rock on the toes. And pike the hips, send them high. And that left leg will come up into the sky, lunge it through. And lift up part way, nice diagonal from crown to heel, drive the heel back. And then lengthen lead leg and rebend. Lengthen and bend. Integrate those ribs. Two more. Last one, lengthen, bend, blade the back foot, find your warrior 2. Lengthen lead leg just to reach up to sky. And then find your depth. Might adjust your stance here. And we'll pivot on those back toes, find the runner's lunge again. Walk that back foot in slightly so you can bend the knee, lift through torso. rotate toward that left lead leg and boomerang. Yeah, and that back arm will seat forward, hands meet, glide right hand along that left arm, find the warrior two again, lengthen, rebend. And again, lengthen lead, legs and hips back in space, left arm down, right arm up, triangle. And turn this into a side angle, a little deeper. Lengthen through the sides of the waist still. And then pivot on back toes. Make this into a runner's lunge. Left arm back, right arm forward. And then that right hand will plant as you rotate toward the right lead leg or left lead leg. And then hands come down as we step back into plank. Lift those hips nice and high, down dog. And you can walk or step wide into a squat. Okay. And sink your hips down from Allah. Lengthen those legs, arms reach up to kind of a star, and then return to your mala. Lengthen and return. So a few more. Last one. Return to your squat. Pause. I stretch your inseams of the legs here. And then hands in behind the body as you find a tabletop. Activate through the backs of the legs. Maybe you lengthen the legs out. Reverse tabletop with legs long. A few more breaths. Find the strength. Those hamstrings. And then lower. Arms can reach up as you flex the feet. Maybe you fold forward. Roll up through the spine. Hands again behind you as you plant the feet. Lift the hips only to take that right leg across and lower hips back down. Flex top foot to protect knee. And turn this into a rotation. Let that right foot come down. Sit up tall and rotate toward lead thigh. Other hand can come behind you as a kickstand. And return that left foot to the floor. Lift the hips, lower that right leg. Left leg will now cross. And again, find this figure four seated. Do it like with the hands turned out or to the sides. Let that left foot come to the ground. Keep the legs crossed. Sit up tall. Rotate left. Release that by returning that right foot to the earth. Lift hips. Unleash both feet. Walk to the front of the mat and forward fold. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold back down. Just hang for a moment. A little more stretch through the hamstrings. And then lower those knees. Those shins down to the earth. Sink or sit your hips to heels. And you might lean back to get a stretch through the quads now. So this could be staying on hands, could be a little lift and lower. Or maybe you come down part way or all the way down. Start to lift onto those hands. Try not to rotate through the spine. Again, release both legs. Lower onto the bottom. Then let the spine settle onto the earth. The legs can go long and then shift them over toward the left. Arms also arc in the same direction to get a stretch through the side of the body. You can cross that right leg over the left one. And sweep arms and legs over to opposite side. Maybe cross that left leg over the right one. Return to center. Maybe you'd like to have the knees bent. Maybe you'd like legs long, just to take a few breaths here to integrate the practice into your being. Take a deep inhale, a long exhale. See if you can breathe right down to the pelvis. The knees are bent. You might even let the knees knock together to help support this sensation, this breath traveling to the pelvis. And circle those shins round. Legs might go long again. Wiggle the fingers and toes. Maybe a final knee hug. And then find your favorite side. And press your way up to seated. Arms can reach overhead. And draw hands to the heart center. I hope you found a little bit of strength in your foundations and your legs today. You can carry that strength with you off of your mat. Satnam. I hope you enjoyed this blend of Pilates and yoga. And if you liked this class, let me know in the comments below, or check out some of the other playlists we have. Lots of Pilates and yoga on this channel, especially flows, mobility classes, Pilates, blends, and yin and restorative as well. Take care.